Students, welcome to my class. In this video, we are going to discuss about the types of chemical reactions. Yes, there are of different type of chemical reactions are there, and these chemical reactions are classified into 5 major types. They are the combination reaction, which also called as synthesis reaction. The second one is the decomposition reaction. And the third is a displacement reaction, also called as a single displacement reaction. And the fourth is double displacement reaction. And the fifth one is oxidation and reduction division reactions. Right? So these are the major 5 types of chemical reactions. So now we will going to discuss one by one what are combination reactions and example for that. And like this, for every type of chemical reaction, we are going to see the examples and type of the chemical reactions. Okay, first one, that is the combination reaction, or also called as synthesis reaction. Well, in the synthesis reaction, or called as combination, why it is called as combination or synthesis? Synthesis means something new product is forming. So here in the combination reaction, these are the reactions in which multiple reactants are combined to form a single product. That's an important thing. Here, a multiple reactants, 2 or more than 2 number of the reactants are involved in a chemical reaction, and all together combine. Finally, they form a single product, and such a type of chemical reactions are called as combination reaction, or also called as synthesis reaction. For example, if A plus B, 2 reactants are involved, it form a new product called AB, a single product. If A, B, C, D something is there, then finally all together form A, B, C, D. So one product will form. So such a type of reaction we call it as combination reaction. Okay, take one more example. 2Zn plus O2, formation of 2ZnO. Zn means zinc. Zinc, when it burn, when react with oxygen, so it forms zinc oxide. See, 2 reactant, they involve in the chemical reaction, that is zinc and oxygen, but finally one product called zinc oxide is formed. This is an example of combination reaction. Same magnesium. See, when you burn the magnesium ribbon, when you burn this one, it will burn with a white dazzling flame. Yes, you know, so produces a magnesium oxide. So magnesium plus oxygen combined to form a one product, that is magnesium oxide. Same in case of calcium oxide, when added to water, that is what we call lime. When you add it to water, so it forms calcium hydroxide and heat is liberated. So that is also a single product, calcium hydroxide is produces, which is an aqueous content. And next, NaCl. So NaCl, how it formed? It is formed by the combination of sodium plus chlorine. When sodium and chlorine combines, it forms sodium chloride. So that is also one of the a common example for combination reaction. Okay. So we'll go to the next one, that is a decomposition reaction. Decomposition means breaking. So here, this reaction is exact the reverse form of synthesis reaction or combination reaction. Exactly. So there, in the first case, the multiple reactant together form a single product. But here, single product is breakdown. It get fragments into multiple substance. It get breaks into multiple substance, and that type of reactions are called as a decomposition reactions. Decomposition reactions are the reaction in which two or more simple substances are formed by the decomposition reactions. Yes, that means if think a compound like AB is there, and this AB, when it is involved in the chemical reaction, if it break down into A plus B, so two different fragment if you form, and then it is an example of decomposition reaction. In general, you can say like this. And taking an example of calcium carbonate, the limestone. Okay, so this calcium carbonate, when you heat it to very high temperature, in a particular temperature, the calcium carbonate is breakdown, is decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So the two products are formed from the single product, that is calcium carbonate. When you heat it, so it forms calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide is gas is produces. So these are the two products. That is an example of decomposition. Here calcium carbonate is decomposition to the calcium oxide and calcium carbon dioxide. Okay, fine. The second one, that is KClO3. So when KClO3 is heated, potassium chloride, when it is heated, it forms potassium chloride plus oxygen is produced. So that is also another example. And lead nitrate, that is a PbNO3 twice. When lead nitrate is heated to a certain temperature, so it produces a lead oxide PbO plus NO2. So nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen is produces. So this is another example for decomposition reaction. FeSO4. So FeSO4 is one which we can say it's iron sulfate. When iron sulfate is react, it decomposes and it decomposes. Their formation of Fe2O3, that is ferrous oxide is produces plus sulfate is produces, sulfur dioxide is produces plus SO3 will produces. So these three type of the different compounds will form by the decomposition of FeSO4. So that is one. And one more is there, that is AgCl. AgCl means silver chloride. Just when it is exposed to light, to sunlight, so it is decomposes into Ag plus Cl2. So this is another one interesting thing. Just keeping to sunlight, just reaction takes place just by light. It is divided into silver plus chlorine. So that's an important thing. That is one of the important thing of decomposition reaction. Okay. Now one note I have mentioned here: a single chemical substance here fragments into multiple substances, as I said in definition. Okay. So I'll go to the next one. That is a displacement reaction, and this, remember, this also called as single displacement reaction. These are the reactant. So these are the reaction in which more reactive element displaces the low reactive element from the compound, and it is known as displacement reaction. See, the reactivity of the element is differ from one to the other. So which are more reactive, they are displaces the low reactive elements that are present in the compound. If such a reaction is there, then it is called as a displacement. So one element is displaced by another, so that it is called as displacement reaction. The place is occupied by another element. Okay. So in a compound, particular element is there. So say for example, BC is in a compound. In this, B is an element. Okay, and this is displaced by one more an element called A. When it is combined with, when A is kept in a BC aqueous solution, so what will happen? The A displaces B and combines with C and form AC. So this type of reaction, and the B will displace outside. So therefore this is called as a single displacement reaction, because one element is displaced from a compound. And for that's an example you take, that is copper chloride, CuCl2. To this CuCl2, just you put in Zn, there is a zinc. And add zinc, there zinc is more reactive than copper. So that what will happen, the zinc displaces the Cu outside and it combines with chlorine. So forms Zn chloride, zinc chloride, ZnCl2 formation, and there is a separation, a precipitation of Cu takes place. Cu displaces outside. And take you studied in 8th also CuSO4. When CuSO4 aqueous solution of CuSO4, that is copper sulfate, when you take into this, you keep one iron nail. So when you keep iron nail, within few minutes, what will happen? There is a deposition of iron coating over the nail. That is because the iron is more reactive than copper. So what will the iron reacts with CuSO4, and it displaces the copper from it, and it combines with sulfate. So that what will form? Ferrous sulfate will form, and there is a formation, there is a displacement of Cu. So Cu is deposited over the iron nail. That is because of that reason. There is one more an example for single displacement reaction. And one more, CuCl2, that is copper chloride plus Pb, lead, and combines. So Pb more reactive than Cu, so therefore PbCl2 plus Cu will form. And same in case of AgNO3. So AgNO3 plus Cu. See, AgNO3 and Cu, when you combine Ag and Cu, when you compare, the reactivity is much lower in Ag than that of Cu. So therefore Cu will combine with NO3, formation of copper nitrate plus Ag will form, that is displaced by Cu. And bromine plus sodium iodide, so there is a formation of this is here in upside, in all 1 to 4 examples I mentioned, they're all element like metal is displaced. So one metal is displaced by other. But here last one in fifth, there is one a different example, that is here bromine will displaces the iodine. There's an bromine is a non-metal. A non-metal displaces another non-metal, combines with a metal like sodium. So sodium bromide will form plus iodine will form. So these are some of the examples for the displacement reaction. And next is double displacement reaction. These are the reactions in which two compounds react by an exchange of ions to form a new compounds are called as double displacement reaction. So very simple, here there is an exchange of ion takes place that are present in the compounds. These are the reaction in which two compounds, any two compounds, when they react, at that time when they mix, they exchanges their ion from one new they exchanges ion form a new compounds, and that type of reaction is called as double displacement reaction. Okay, so examples generally you have to take AB, one compound, when combined with CD. So here in the AB, the A will combines with the D, leaving B, and B will combines with the C. So there is an exchange of ion takes place. A will combines with the D and B will combines with C, and formation of a new compound called AB plus BC. The same in case of some first was an example, CaCl2, that is calcium chloride. So when calcium chloride combines with sodium nitrate, NaNO3. So here see, calcium will exchanges, the calcium chloride will exchanges the chlorine ion with that of sodium nitrate. So therefore calcium combines with the nitrate and form calcium nitrate, CaNO3 twice, and whereas chlorine will combines with sodium and forms a salt called NaCl, common salt will form. The same in case of CaNO3 twice, that's calcium nitrate plus sodium phosphate, Na3PO4, sodium phosphate, and there's a formation of sodium nitrate plus calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4. Same in case of the third one, barium chloride, BaCl2 plus Na2SO4, and formation of BaSO4 plus 2 NaCl, barium sulfate plus sodium chloride, the common salt will produce. And in case of, you studied in your previous classes, when acid react with bases, their neutralization reaction takes place and produces salt and water. So that is an example. The fourth one, that is HCl. The neutralization reaction is also example of double displacement. HCl when combines with NaOH, yes, H will combines with OH and forms H2O, and whereas sodium combines with NaCl, sodium combines with the Cl and forms NaCl. So there is an exchange of ion like H plus and OH minus will exchanges their ions with that of Cl and that of Na and OH, they form NaCl plus H2O. So this is what regarding the fourth a type of a chemical reaction, that is a double displacement reactions. And in the next class we will discuss about oxidation and reduction reaction. So that we'll discuss in the next video. Thank you for watching.